Hey Wargamers, welcome back to the channel, Death from Above Wargaming. I'm Aaron.
I'm Thom.
We are back at the review table again with another box of all brand new mechs.
The biggest box of all.
The biggest box of all. 7 battle mechs, Thom.
7 Battleaxe.
7. From the age of yore.
Does a story come in it too?
No.
But it's based on a story.
But there are like a series of books, right?
Proliferation cycle.
Proliferation cycle.
What a name. What a mouthful.
What a mouthful. It's like all these mechs. Look at these.
We haven't even started the review yet, and already you're.
All right. Well, let's get right to the review.
This is the one I'm most excited about.
I'm very excited about this one. This is one I've been looking forward to doing. It's got some great ones in there. I already know what my favorite one is.
The Mackie, I know. The first mech I ever had 3D printed back before they started making new plastics was a Mackie.
Oh, with the udder.
Yeah.
I remember the udder mech.
Yeah, the others, yeah. I think he printed me like 3 of them because one was too small, one was gigantic.
That was Resin.
Yeah, because because I think they didn't really have the scale for like what a Mackie is.
Dude, that was like so long. That was like the dawn of 3D. How far has all this stuff come?
Yeah.
And
how far have we come?
How far have we come? And now look at this. This beautiful box.
So many cameras.
So many cameras. All right, well, guys, we are going to get right into the action, so don't go away. Review of the Proliferation cycle. It's coming right up. And we're back. Now, again, these are all brand new mechs, so I have no basis of comparison here, Thom.
Yeah.
Oh, now, there are a couple that have iron wind metals, but no plastics.
So some interesting things about this box. I'm curious to see. Yeah. I thought I had read that they have like dry erase cards.
They're all dry erase.
Are they?
Yeah. They're all like very glossy. I guess
you can. Yeah. Is that what they consider?
Yeah,
okay. So that's just. They
nothing,
just happen to say. I do like that they call out the stuff related to it.
Yeah, the books.
You need interstellar operations to play it, right? To play them correctly because they use the
maybe tech like
not hybrid tech.
The old stuff.
Lost. Yeah,
the old stuff.
Whatever they call it.
Primitive. Primitive
tech.
That's
no, it's not primitive tech. It's something else. Yes, alternate eras. So that's the deal. So the alternate eras rule, because this stuff precedes the main 37.
This is like old as hell. 2439. This is like it's basically like next year in real life.
Yeah, and before I even open the box, I just want to say like that's what I was most excited about. Like these are the original OG mechs that started the whole thing. The proliferation cycle refers to the Mackie and then everybody trying to compete an arms race. The original arms race.
The original arms
for
race
mechs. It's so cool. It's really cool that they're bringing this out, highlighting that sort of story.
Yeah, agreed.
I love it. Okay. The cards are bigger. I'm kidding. I don't know. just joking.
What is this though?
Ooh, maybe you get a free book.
You can redeem this code for a free digital copy of the anthology. Thom, you were right. It does come with books, just digital ones.
And looky, who they're highlighting. A little udder action right there. You can milk the lasers all you want. It's good.
He's a cat, Greg. You can't milk him.
Cool box. I hope it's the same size as the
Comstar box. It looks.
I was telling Aaron, I hate when things aren't the same size. So fingers crossed.
So here it is. I will not show you my secret code, but there's a secret code under my finger, which you can use.
Join my Patreon, and I will share the code with you behind Aaron's back. So cool. We get 7 mechs, varying sizes. Most of which I know nothing about.
Gorka Torrente.
Ooh, what a great name.
So good. It's definitely ChatGPT generated.
Again, 2439. The Terran hegemony unleashes the Mackie. So we're going to start with the Mackie.
It's hegemony.
Hegemony. I don't know. Well, listen, the hegemony. So the Mackie comes on the scene. The first of its kind. Never seen before.
Look at this bad boy.
And now I don't think I've ever actually seen a stat line for it.
It's probably so bad. Although I think they refitted it I think the 9H is a refit.
Yeah. So briefly talk about the design.
Yeah.
Not noticeably like primitive tech-y. The one that I had 3D printed in the old artwork, it was very simple armor. It looked like an Iron Man, the first Iron Man when he makes the suit in the cave.
Yes.
It looks like that compared to Iron Man. This is a little bit cleaned up, which I don't mind. It's cool.
You wanted it to be more primitive?
Yeah, I would have liked a distinct, less like technical design.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This looks like every other mech in a way, but I do like the added on armor. That's
like
really
the plating on the. Yeah.
This looks like.
I mean, I like the actuators.
Ammo,
very
right?
simple, right?
Yeah.
Like, look at the like.
Yeah. Here, you can take it. Very cool.
The lasers, the way they protrude forward, whereas a lot of the modern designs, they're like just inset in. Yeah. Like just the sheer size of the thing too.
Yeah. That might actually be like more accurate to what it was, but I like the idea of it being like riveted steel.
Right.
So, but yeah, so let's check out the two. So the 5S.
Okay.
And the 9H.
Yep.
36 points and 51. A huge delta. I don't know that I've seen one with that big.
The 9 is a refit.
Yeah.
This is all primitive technology.
Yeah. So TMM1 movement of 6, 222, nothing huge. 36 points is not bad though. Overheat 1. Tons of structure.
Right.
What is that? 8 pips of structure, 7 pips of armor.
Right.
No specials. Not actually for 36 points, playable.
It's playable.
Yeah.
I mean,
now at 51 points, still move 6, 342 overheat 1.
Yeah, that's more. Look at all that armor. 10-8. So that's maxed out.
Maxed out. AC11 case,
probe,
probe, and recon.
Yep.
So 51 points. What do you think? I mean, for that much armor and that stat line, you're 4.
It looks like an Atlas.
2.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Not bad.
It's playable. I mean, you could definitely put this down on the table.
Did they juice that thing up? Is that taking some steroids? I feel like I would have expected it to be less performative, but
that's because it's not. Again, it was. This one is like a refit, like in 30.
Well, I mean,
like
even this one for that many points. It's cool that they balanced it so that it's playable. I guess that's where I'm going with it. I like it. Like the design. I like the stat lines.
So let me see here. So the 9H. It's got 2 PPCs and an autocannon 20 and a pair of medium lasers, 19 tons of armor. So AC-20, 2 PPCs. Like you could definitely play this in the Succession Wars era, and it would be fairly
maybe you
competitive.
unearth it in a sand dune, abandoned,
and you
find it. Let's start with the Battleaxe next.
All right, Battleaxe it is, Tom.
So what does this remind you of off the bat? Just looking at it.
Well, Warhammer.
Yeah, it's like a predecessor to the Warhammer for sure.
Would agree with
which is cool. So if you put them next to each other,
there's that heritage.
Yeah, heritage.
Yeah.
Again, very nice design.
I see what you're saying about like it doesn't really look primitive. Like it, and I'm okay with it.
It's a fully formed out of the womb.
It is beautiful. I mean, look at the detail on like the missile pods with the doors.
It's maybe a little bit chunkier. Like those doors are not as fine.
And the heat sinks are a little like look at the heat sinks underneath.
Yeah.
Like it's interesting that I don't know.
There's like a pod. They added a pod for the missiles.
Right.
Rather than it being like integrated.
Yes.
And it probably flips up. It looks like, which is really cool. Maybe it does indirect fire, which it does. Called it. Fire. So let's look at the stat lines on this.
All right, so I think the 8D is the new one,
and the 7K. Yeah, I
think
so the 7K is the primitive one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull them up on Sarna.
But even with Primitivo, is a wine, which is a delicious wine.
Really?
Yeah, it's delicious. 8J.
Fun fact.
Jump.
Okay.
222 overheat 2.
Yeah.
So they really leaned in on that overheat, which makes sense.
Oh. Twin PPCs, 2 LRM5s, and an SRM6 on this bad boy.
Baller.
That's the 7K.
Overheat long.
I love overheat long. You can hit 4 pips at long range for 31 points. It's phenomenal.
Ridiculous. And then armor 5, 6 structure.
It's not terrible. That's basically a Warhammer in the Succession Wars era. Maybe. Yeah, I think actually it is. Yeah, very nice. This is
and then the 8D.
70 tons. There it is. Okay, so it's basically the same size as the Warhammer too.
Yeah.
The 8D, this was upgraded in 3070s. Light ferrofibrous components, case, light fusion engine. extended range medium lasers, and 3 MML7s.
Yeah. So what? Just looking at it, without looking at the specials, not very interesting. 42 points, no structure.
Yeah, awful.
No
Decent
overheat,
armor.
542. It's okay.
So 7 and 4 versus 6 and 7. Yeah.
Right.
So the other one's actually got more
42
pips.
points. Yeah. Specials though. C3S,
C3
case,
slave, right? Case. Yeah.
indirect fire 1,
And the
mobile HQ 1, which I still don't know what you really get for that.
Yeah, you get it automatically with this if you have a C3 equipped.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So again, you're getting some specials with that, but it's expensive. But then again, it is doing damage, so it's still not it's not a bad buy.
Yeah.
But
The thing I could see, like in a city mission, right? You've got jump jets, you've got killer short range. You can then your other dudes can leverage your case because
Right.
you want to get close.
now,
I mean,
can you use that for indirect fire too?
the
Or
C3.
only for
That's a good question. I think it's only for
direct fire.
direct fire. Yeah.
That's cool.
But actually, I would need to read up on that. I don't know the interaction between indirect fire and case. If you know it, leave it in the comments.
So I think this is the Ymir.
This is the Ymir.
Oh, it's so big.
Yeah.
Oh my
So this
god.
this is like one of the House Steiner originals, I believe.
Yeah,
and
I
think
love
it's
the name.
I think it's 90 tons.
What spindly legs, A+. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So let's take a look at this guy. 90 tons.
Okay.
Autocannon 5, large laser, 2 LRM5s, 4 SRM2s, and a small laser. That screams primitive to me. Look at the size. Like, look at how big the guns
Everything's
are. Like,
big.
This one feels primitive. I think they did a really great job on this one.
I said, and the spindly legs really evokes the old artwork.
Yes.
Where everything had these weirdly spindly legs.
Yeah.
Even like the old Iron Man
What do we got
stuff.
going on back here?
Rear. Oh yeah.
I wonder if
Rear-
there's a
rear
variant,
missiles.
or I wonder if they're heat sinks. I don't know what they're. They look like missile launchers though.
Yeah.
What is the other variant?
Yeah, you know what else I was thinking is too, like you'd expect different
Explode.
joints, right? They hadn't quite worked out how the joints would work.
Right.
So you wouldn't see that fully developed. But so that's really cool.
Oh, so the X1 is the primitive prototype.
Okay, I got that.
Okay.
And then the 2B.
Similar.
So interestingly, 34 points for the primitive, 36 points for the fully formed baby. Yeah, like you said, primitive stat line 222.
Yeah.
Again, 34 points, overheat 1. But tons of structure yet again.
Yeah.
7 points. It's odd, so 6 points.
Weird. Yeah.
Indirect fire 1.
Yeah.
Not bad. And then the 36 pointer,
Same armor.
332.
It's
You
basically
lose-
has better heat sinks because that has
332.
OV1.
Yeah. And then
You can't overheat on this one, but it basically builds the overheat into the stat line.
yeah.
And how many more points is
2.
it? Just 2 points.
That makes sense. It's not really that different.
Yeah, not really that different.
36 points? Is that what it was? 30,
Yeah,
34,
not bad.
36.
It's
But I love the design.
I mean, the models.
I'm a big fan. Okay.
Like these are great for collectors. I mean, you paint them up. You can paint them in whatever color scheme you want and put them on your shelf. I mean, I think they look really cool.
Yeah. Let's identify the Icarus.
All right, so the Icarus is this one here.
It's this guy in my hand.
Yeah, that's right. The guy with the pseudo mohawk.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. So this is a
That's
is
cool.
like a Free Worlds League design.
Okay.
The
Looks
Icarus too. Yeah, it's a little guy.
So
I don't remember off the top of my head. I want to say 40 tons.
He only was 8 though, which is for a 40 tonner. His TMM's 1, 22 points. Yikes.
Icarus
Yikes.
2, 40 tons, nailed it. AC 10, 2 mediums and a small. And that is that's the Icarus 1S.
Yep, that's that.
All right, and then
The
we got the
2S.
2S.
2 more points.
2S is an upgraded design in very limited quantities by Gilmore Militech. It was built in 3073 XL engine, LBX 10,
Yeah, I was gonna say I see the XL
medium
engine.
pulse lasers.
Mm.
But yeah, I mean,
So starting with the primitive guy, 320 moves 8, 4-3, AC 11 for 22 points. 3-2 for 22 points.
exactly. It's cheap. Like this
Okay.
reminds me of like a shorter range Clint.
Yeah.
Like if you want to just run around in a city or a map where there's not a ton of places to get your head blown off. Like that's not bad. And this
for
one,
2 points more,
you get
again because you have the
you
XL
lose the
engine.
structure.
It's 4.2 instead of 4.3, which again in alpha doesn't really matter.
If you're talking about force withdrawal, if you're not playing force withdrawal, it matters. But with force withdrawal, you're right. It's sort of insignificant.
2-2-1, so you gain a long range and lose a little bit of short, but he moves 2 more inches.
But his TMM goes up by 1. That's the big one
for 2 points.
For 2 points. So I think the 2S is significantly better.
Yeah,
an extra TMM is way more important than 1 pip of structure, in my opinion.
And in terms of the design, again, we don't know what's hanging off the bottom. Is that a mistake or is that actually?
No, dude, that's like a fin.
Oh, maybe it's like a
like a little
melee weapon.
Yeah, no, it's in the artwork.
That's awesome. Okay, cool. And it has these.
I love the jump
jets. Again, they're like bolted on the back.
So
they
cool.
look primitive. They're round. Nothing else is round anymore.
Very cool.
And the Mohawk's super cool. So this is a cool design.
I really like the gun. Like this design.
I like it a lot.
You know, maybe build a new Free Worlds League force like Marek Militia or something and put this guy in it. I really do like it. And yeah, the gun is very cool. Love the asymmetrical, like the lasers on the one side, right?
Yeah.
You know, and it's got that look. It's got that similar like
the added on armor.
Ablative plating or whatever.
That's what it's called.
Right, where it looks like the panels blast off, similar to the Mackie. Very cool.
Yeah. I think this is the Gladiator.
God, I'm so excited. Right? This is one that Kevin and I both absolutely loved.
You look at it first. I won't even look at it.
So you got 2 variants, the 1R and then the 1R with a special edition.
I do remember you playing the Gladiator.
Love it.
All the time.
It's PPC.
The old design. Do you have one of the?
I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, it had like the crazy razor head.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
I remember it. And they did a good job of like maintaining that here, right? You can see the segmented armor plating on the head, right? Look at the cockpit, very cool under there.
So both of them, are they from the same? No, they're from different. Both of them have the cool.
Yeah.
Mohawk.
And the jump. Look at those jump jets. Dude. Yeah. Look at that thing. Cool. Super. Look at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely phenomenal. So PPC, 2 mediums and an SRM6. Simple design. I believe it's a 55 tonner. Good armor. It jumps right for
the 1R Keller. So it's a pilot. Can we find the Keller card?
The Keller.
I assume it's a pilot, right?
Yeah. Let's see.
So it's. I just wanted to point. So yeah, I guess we can get to the stat card now. Alex Keller. So the 1R, 27 points.
Yeah.
The 1R Keller,
38 points. Holy smokes.
Same build. So you're getting a TMM of 1 or a TMM of 2.
Right.
Moves 8 or moves 10, jump 12.
Yeah, he jumps 12, but it's still not jump strong. So you're only getting a TMM of 3 if you jump. The damage is a little bit better. Can you
3-0?
Can you overheat on the other one?
You get a star.
Yeah, 0 star. I mean, like that's so unreliable.
Yeah. And then
no, you can't overheat. But this is
0.
Why is that an ENE variant? Oh, you know what? This is not. Let me see something here. What's on the 1R? I wonder.
I'm gonna guess a bunch of small lasers. I'm kidding. I don't know.
No, I thought. Oh, the 4R is the one I'm thinking of with the PPC, SRM, and 2 mediums. The 1R,
which actually looks like
original Gladiator. Yeah, right. This looks like a 4R.
Yeah. What's on the 1R? So
this one has. It only had a large laser and 2 mediums.
So it's not the right sculpt.
Right, so this is not the one. This is sculpted as the 4R, which I appreciate because that's
what you actually play.
Right, no one's playing this.
Somebody got overwritten,
Yeah,
they slipped it in there.
Thank you for putting that on there. And then there's a 5R, which is an upgraded one.
Yeah,
that I think you could use this for too.
So Alex Keller's from House Kurita.
I'm already disinterested. Oh, you insult my honor.
His name's Alex Keller, though, is an enigmatic and brusque man who guards his
Alex Keller
zealously. Along with Devil's Brigade gaining notoriety. It's just not really the highly customized but genuinely ancient Gladiator he pilots, itself of mysterious origins, help to inspire the design's modern resurgence. Despite this shroud of blunt inscrutability, Keller is beloved
blunt inscrutability.
What a line.
What a line.
Okay.
All right.
Cool. And let's move on to the
Firebee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and what is that? remind you of?
So this one has like 75 SRM2s, and they used to like just give it all Inferno missiles. It was like when they invented Inferno SRMs. They're like, let's see how many we can put on a mech. I think it was like 4 or 5 of them, but
it looks a lot like what's his name? Not the spider.
The Stinger.
The
Stinger
That's
/ Wasp.
The Wasp.
It's a little bigger. I think it might be a 35 ton.
Size 1 TMM2. Yeah.
Let me check. Let me
okay.
check.
So the Firebee 1E,
35 tons,
and the 2E,
and it's got a large laser and 4 SRM2s. That's a good build.
But its stat line is 110.
Well, this is a Firebee 2E
with an overheat 1.
Yeah, that's right.
3/3, 18 points.
I know.
10J.
That's good.
Yeah,
I think that's good.
15 points.
The Wham B.
The Wham Bam. Thank you, man.
There's a story behind that.
110, no overheat.
It had a different name.
IFO 1.
Oh, the originally designated weapon-armed mech alpha. That's where Wham comes from.
And so that's Wham B, and this one's Wham A, I guess, maybe?
No, then they changed it to the Firebee because they had a bunch of Inferno SRMs that would just burn things to the ground. So like, we're going to call it the Firebee. And then they were like, oh, Firebee, like Bumblebee. That's the story, guys. Fun facts you can learn on Sarna.
I love it. Cool design. Again, kind of taller than you'd expect. Spindly legs, big fan.
Yeah.
Cool.
I really like it, and I like the fact that the 2E is available in every era. It's a solid 3/3. You're going to kick the crap for 18 points. You're going to kick the crap out of like locusts, and it reminds me sort of like a Valkyrie. Not as much damage, but you can overheat. I love the point cost. I mean,
and TMM2, so you're at 3 when you jump. Okay, well, last but not least, great design coming up. This is
can you pronounce it?
Kyoto.
I don't even know.
It's like an axolotl, right? Like that weird thing.
I guess so.
No.
Now, what's the story here? So this is an OmniMech, okay? And I believe this was
Do you think it's actually Coyote?
It's
like Coyote.
Yes, because it was designed by Clan Coyote.
Okay.
It was the first, I think, the first OmniMech.
There we go.
The Prime has an ERPPC, medium pulse, LRM-10, and a Streak 4. Absolutely delicious.
What a stop. Yeah. 48 points.
Oh my God, that's so expensive and has no armor.
And no structure.
Dude, it's got 2,000 battle value. This is the thing with Clan Mechs.
48 points.
It's got a TMM of 2
structure.
It moves 14.
Wow. 443.
It's fast.
Case, indirect fire.
Yeah.
Or 46 points for the D variant. 441 moves 18. Again, still no armor structure, but in 46 points, that's
18 is insane. And tag is really cool.
Tag's cool. Yeah.
I think it's actually 443.
But this design is so cool. This is like the spaceship, you know, again, like the
where it landed on legs.
Yeah. Super cool design. I love it. And again, everything looks like it's bolted onto this chassis. Like they didn't have integration down yet. So pretty cool.
I agree with you. I love the sloping. It looks nothing like any of the other mechs.
No, totally different.
It kind of looks where there's like a clan. There's one of the new OmniMechs. I want to say Dragonfire, but it's not the Dragonfire. But it sort of evokes that love the way the gun housing is sort of. It almost looks like a little shoulder turret. Same thing with the missile launcher. Very cool. You know, again, you got the tag laser. You got all sorts of great detail on here. Absolutely phenomenal design. From a pure design perspective, this one may actually be the coolest, I think. You know, in terms of like just uniqueness and the amount of detail packed into it.
I mean, the Mackie, right?
Really?
But yeah, I mean,
I don't know. Like,
it does look like a lot of other mechs, I guess.
You know, this is very unique to me.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're all very cool. I don't know. I like them all. I got to be honest. Like, if I had to force rank these, it would be hard. Like, I think the Battleaxe would be close to the bottom just because it looks a lot like other mechs, but it is such an amazing mech.
Yeah.
The Mackie,
and I like that you see the lineage of the design.
Yeah.
Right? That's cool.
The Gladiators, from a pure design perspective,
I'm gonna let you have this.
kind of like there.
You're ranking them. Okay.
I don't know, dude. This is tough. I can't do it, Tom.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I can't do it.
Yeah. So what I would do, again, for me, I really do have you
have a soft spot for the Mackie.
I love the Mackie. Yeah.
You have an udder.
I do. I have an udder for the Mackie. I'm actually just organizing them because I wanted to go through what houses they came from. I thought that might be fun.
Okay.
To sort of talk through, right.
Yeah.
So where so the Mackie, right, was House Cameron.
Oh yeah. Right.
Which,
yeah. Go on.
Yeah. It doesn't really come into play.
Yeah.
Then House Liao totally makes sense.
Oh, the Firebee's really House Liao?
It might flip it over and see where it comes from because Liao's the only.
This one, Shepton's Freebooters.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
What about this one? This one's got to be Free Worlds League.
Yeah. So the two that we get is Marion Hegemony.
Yeah.
Hegemony.
Yeah.
Or House Marion.
Okay. Got it.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Clan Coyote. We knew that.
Yeah. And Clan Coyote.
And then who turns into Clan?
Oh
Sea
no,
Fox.
Clan Sea Fox. No, I think they steal the design or something and then start building more OmniMechs and sell it. And this is before they become Diamond Shark, but then they become Sea Fox again. Correct me if I'm wrong. Leave it in the comments.
Well, that's juicy.
It's juicy stuff going on there. Battleaxe. I want to say Davian.
Nailed it.
Yes. I mean, it's so Davian.
And then the older one was the Filtvelt Coalition. Filtvelt
Coalition.
That's really
cool. That showed up later.
All right.
House Steiner. I know this one.
Yeah.
I know that one.
And then also Franck Reaches.
The Franck Reaches.
The Franck Reaches.
Yeah.
And then last but not least, we get
Gladiator.
Who's left? The Corrida. House Corida.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we already read this card.
Kevin's was his Gladiator was House
sort of light, and he was sort of light too.
Well, I'm actually painting sort of light. Well, maybe I should prime it and.
So yeah, I mean, I sort of agree. I think in terms of like designs, I really like him and him. Those three are my favorites.
Those are your top three.
The other ones I appreciate for the lineage, but I love how different. Great job on that. This guy.
They are different, especially when you line them up. You can really see it. I think all of these designs are very unique. I'm just excited to have a whole Lance pack of brand new designs.
Yeah, and let me. Yeah, that's really cool. I didn't actually think about that. And then the second, I really like that they gave you
the free books.
Yeah, a link to the book because again, it's so thematic. The whole thing, it's all about this whole part that most people don't think through. I love it. I love World War.
Edited by John Helfers, who, by the way, we met at Adepticon. Great guy.
Sweet.
Yeah, very cool.
I didn't meet anybody because I was not cool.
You were skiing. You were skiing.
I didn't get the invite.
You were skiing.
Yeah.
In a Mackie suit with an otter.
Yeah.
Like with the hood.
Yeah. It'd be so good.
Oh my God. All right. Well, anyway, so this is the Proliferation Cycle mech pack. I'm blown away. Very excited about this one. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this review. Two quick things. One, Aries Games and Minis. Don't forget to check them out. You can get this box over there. I got it there.
What's the price on this? Do you know? It's like 50?
It is more expensive than the others ones. I don't.
The other ones are like around 30. I think 25 to 30.
Yeah, I think this was closer to 60, but Aries has it at a discount.
But still, yeah. So I mean, if it's at a discount too, that's pretty good because again, you're getting a book, all these mechs.
Yeah,
very cool.
Yeah, very, very good. And also, speaking of money, click subscribe because it's free. Click the like button because it's free, and leave a comment because it's free. I want to know which one of these is your favorite. Tell me which story in the Proliferation Cycle you love the most. Tell me your favorite little tidbit of lore. I love all of those comments, so please share away. And other than that, guys, if you want to help out, you can spend $1 over on Patreon, as little as $1, or you can spend $5 or $10. But there are various tiers to suit your taste.
Send that Mackie to college.
Yeah, I mean, this Mackie needs an education.
Yeah. 529 plans don't fund themselves.
They do not fund themselves, okay?
These guys, they're ready to learn. They just need that.
Adopt a Proliferation Cycle.
Which one would you adopt? Yeah, for just $1 a day.
Do you remember this commercial? Oh, it's so wrong. Anyway, all right. Well, we're done being awful. I hope you enjoyed this review again of the Proliferation Cycle. And guys, thank you so much for watching. Of course, stay tuned. Always great stuff coming from Death from Above Wargaming. Have a good night.